One of the most common forms of loans we see today is credit cards. Credit cards are everywhere. You see people using credit cards in the supermarket all the time, gas stations, online. Credit cards are virtually everywhere, and it seems like everyone has one. Credit cards are a very important part of today's financial culture, but if you don't properly maintain your credit card, you can wind up in a lot of financial trouble. Credit cards are very important these days because not only do you want to have a credit card so that you can be able to use that convenience when you're in a store or online, but it's also the easiest means for building credit. And you want to make sure that you maintain a positive credit history because as you go on in life, you're going to want a car loan and you're going to want a home loan, and the credit card is going to be your vessel for getting there. One of the most common ways people receive credit cards today is by direct mail invitation. So if you're not receiving any direct mail invitations to credit cards, ask your parents to see if they'll come with you to your local bank or credit union to help you apply for a credit card. You may not be able to do it on your own if you're not currently working. Otherwise, if you're currently going to school, ask about their student cards because usually you're not required to be working if you're going to school, and you'll get a very manageable credit limit. And if they won't give you a student card, ask about a secure card where you put a little money down and they give you a credit card, kind of like a prepaid card. So to make sure you're managing your credit profile successfully, one of the things you want to do is make sure that you don't apply for every credit card that you see. Just because you're getting 8 things in the mail doesn't mean you want to apply for 8 credit cards. 1 or 2 credit cards is fine to start. You want to make sure that you make the payments for these credit cards on time because that's going to be the number one thing that determines your credit worthiness going forward. Also, when you apply for a credit card, make sure you read the terms and conditions. Sometimes credit cards carry very high interest rates that's going to cost you a lot of money if you don't pay them off right away. So now that you have a credit card, some of the things you want to avoid with that credit card is late payments. Anytime you miss a payment, not only is it going to hamper your credit history, but you're also going to be charged a fee, $25 and upwards, and then they're also going to increase your interest rate. You definitely don't want that. Another thing you want to avoid is an annual fee. More often than not, there should be a credit card out there for you that has no annual fee. You should never accept a card with an annual fee off the bat. Always look for an alternative. And the other thing you want to do is avoid overspending on your credit card. If you happen to be given a relatively large limit, several $1,000s, don't go out and spend it all. You want to just use a little bit of that money just for convenience. You don't want to think of it as extra money in your pocket because then you might get yourself into a little bit of trouble. In the end, credit cards can benefit you. Not only can they benefit you by earning you valuable rewards points that you can use to redeem for gift cards and other merchandise, but they're also going to reward you in the long term because you're going to want to build your credit until you can get your next car loan or a home loan down the road.